Hey, we're here with Michael-Kennen Miller, who was gracious enough to sit down with us and do this interview. Why don't you tell us a little bit about where you came from, which was Maryland, and your journey here to New York?
Okay. Well, I grew up in Washington Grove, Maryland, and I went to college at Elon University and got a BFA in musical theater. And a few years ago, I left school a little early, still graduated with my diploma. I did the Footloose national tour, played Willard on that, and we went to 46 states, went all over the country. And then I worked a lot regionally, and was doing summer stock in New Hampshire, and then just made the move in 2009 down to New York City, and have been busy ever since.
What was it like going out on tour? Did you enjoy that, or?
I loved it. Some people have mixed feelings about it, you know, but I had a great time. I love to travel. I studied abroad in Spain, and I've been to 18 countries. And so the only states I haven't been to are Alaska, Hawaii, and Rhode Island. So
cool.
Wanting to
you have three more.
Really badly. So I personally loved it. The schedule is crazy. It is a very demanding job for sure. But I mean, you're doing what you love to do. I had a great role. I had a lot of fun. And I couldn't ask for anything better. So.
Is that where you got your equity card during that tour?
No, actually. I got my equity card. I played Fiedka in Fiddler on the Roof. I actually did a regional tour, an Onyx tour, with North Jordan. He's a really amazing director, like a couple years ago. And then I was doing West Side Story at Gateway Playhouse, and I was EMC. And Norm called me and he wanted me to come in for Theater of the Stars production of Fiddler on the Roof. But I was in Tech Week and I couldn't come in, so I was like, please keep me in mind. I would love to do this show again with you. So luckily, having worked with him and keeping a good relationship, and he liked me enough, so that's how I got my card.
And now you also you model now as well as the acting?
Yes, I do. I'm with Wilhelmina, and I do various print ads, and done a couple. I actually got a magazine cover, which was pretty awesome last year, and done a lot of editorial stuff and some runway stuff. But yeah, so it's good. I dabble a little bit of everything. I like to definitely take advantage of all my opportunities and not turn anything down.
What challenges do you find in modeling that you don't find in acting, and vice versa?
I guess you could say, I mean, acting is like superficial to an extent, but modeling is very superficial for sure. And it's actually very time consuming. You know, going on castings, you have to be ready to, have your book or always be ready to go places. So with that, it's yeah, that can be very challenging, and then always keeping yourself put together, in shape, in check, which is a big job. It's a full-time job, going to the gym and keeping yourself together.
Yeah.
So when you go there, they want to book you.
Right.
So that's definitely something that's a full-time job that most people wouldn't think is.
Is that an added stress that you don't have? I mean, you have to keep in shape and keep yourself groomed and everything for acting, but is it more so for modeling?
Yeah, it's more so for modeling to an extent, for sure. But it's good. I mean, they're both interesting industries, and they're both kind of intertwined in an odd way. Everyone knows everyone, and so it's a good for exposure and for meeting people, and yeah, so it's good. But I definitely consider myself more of an actor than a model. The modeling just kind of happened, and I've been lucky to go with it. I have a great representation, and I've done a lot with it, which is exciting.
And what are you working on now?
Well, I've done a couple equity readings at the Dramatists Guild with director Robert Kaplan. I did Remembrance, which was a new play, which went very well. And then I also did Spy, The Betrayal of Matahari. I did a play that I played Captain Vadim Domaslov, the Russian character, which was very exciting. And then I just did Broadway Backwards this month, and that benefit concert on Broadway at the Al Hirschfeld Theater, where How to Succeed is playing, which was very exciting. And I got to work with amazing people that I look up to, which is awesome because I feel as an actor and as a performer, no matter what level you get to, you're always learning, you always should be soaking things up, and just to be surrounded by people of that caliber is an honor, and I've always been grateful for the opportunities that are thrown my way. So I try to take advantage of every opportunity I can get, and when I'm immersed in something like that, I just feel it's essential that you take advantage of everything. And I'm even off stage when Betty Buckley's performing, and just like, watching her like everyone else in the audience. So I think it's really cool, and I'm lucky to have had that opportunity for sure.
Is there a specific role you're really dying to tackle?
Yeah, I've always wanted to play younger brother in ragtime, but I think I might be too tall. I don't know. I think I look young when I'm clean shaven.
Yeah.
Sorry for cough. Let's see, what else? I would love to be Marius and Les Mis, and then honestly, I want to work with an amazing creative team, and I would love to originate my own role in something. It's always been a passion of mine, and I love doing new projects like those readings that I just was a part of. No one's ever touched them before, so it's amazing to be able to have that experience and put your own mark on things.
And what advice do you have to people who are just starting out now that you've...
Well, just starting out, I think, you know, go see as many things as you can, watch as many television shows as you can, really understand the market, the business side of things, watch commercials, and I like to envision myself when I'm seeing a TV show or a movie, I like to actually pretend like I'm on the set watching it actually happen. Like I was like, oh, how did this happen? What angle did this happen from? Or even in Broadway shows, I think about, you know, the rehearsal process. And I would say, you know, if you have a talent and you're passionate about it, then stick with it, because it's a tough business. If you don't, then get on out.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of people trying to do the same thing, but I definitely would say hone your skill, hone your craft, take classes, talk to as many people as you can about it, and really just move forward with it and believe in yourself. And if you're really passionate about it, it doesn't matter what anyone else says. Be true to yourself, and it will pay off in the long run, for sure.
Thank you so much for taking the time out.
You're welcome. Bye.